But let's start with a little bit of Heisman talk here, Brad.
All
The
right, let's
Heisman,
go.
the Heisman finalists will be announced on Monday, December 9th. We'll get that top four on this upcoming Monday. The actual ceremony will be on Saturday, December 14th, 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. It's a top two for everybody. It's a top two, whatever. If you wanna debate it, you can. But like it's 1, 2. It's these two guys and then everybody else. Let's just look at the three quarterbacks that I want to throw in there right now. Number one, Oregon. Yes, I'm wearing the shirt. It's the only shirt I had of any of the teams playing in championship week, so I threw it on. Shout out to Sam. Shout out your buddy Sam, former roommate,
Yep.
former coworker. We went to the Oregon game a couple years ago, home opener, Fresno State, and then I went the next year and saw UCLA with Justina, our friend. So shout out to Sam and Justina, but Sammy got the same shirt too. But we got to throw their quarterback in the mix, Dylan Gabriel. He's 10th in passing yards, third in completion percentage, and 18th in passing touchdowns. I want to throw Cam Ward in there for Miami. Second in passing yards, 15th in completion percentage, but leads the nation with 36 passing touchdowns. And then you know what? I gotta throw Shadur Sanders in there. If you want to call me a homer, you want to call me biased because I'm living out here in Colorado, about 40 minutes from campus. You want to call me biased? Go ahead. I'm gonna throw Shadur in there because he's third in passing yards, second in completion percentage, and second in passing touchdowns. Better numbers than both Gabriel and Cam
hmm
Ward. Throw those guys in order for me there, Brad. Those quarterbacks.
Um, in my opinion, it's Shador number one, but he's not going to finish that high just because,
Yeah.
unfortunately, the Heisman's always the best or the quarterback on the best team.
Yep.
Yeah, Oregon's ranked number one, so right now, Dylan Gabriel's probably ahead of him. But I mean, NFL scouts say it unanimously, pretty much at this point in time, that Shador is going to be the first quarterback taken.
He's looking
So,
like it.
and his numbers are better, which is why it doesn't make any sense. I'm guessing they're dividing the votes based off of two guys on the
Yeah.
same team that are in
Yeah.
it. So,
Tough. Tough.
yeah, yeah. But
I
then I'm gonna have to go Dylan Gabriel second. I would have to say Cam Ward, he's had a good year,
yeah.
statistically great, whatever. But that Miami team's not that good. They should have
Man,
lost so many games this year that they didn't.
disappointing.
What is Virginia Tech one? Wasn't that one that they called it a touchdown at first and then reversed it? Yeah, like what? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Losing two
So
losing
nah.
two of the last three, Cam Ward, he's kind of falling down for me a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't even put it in the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Dylan Gabriel's going to New York. He's going to be a Heisman
Sure.
finalist here,
hmm
and
Yeah.
like I'm with you too. Shadur Sanders, his numbers are better than those other guys, but
Yeah.
I think Cam Ward might end up being there because he's been in the conversation all season, so he might end up going to New
Yeah.
York.
It's the unfortunate thing with the Heisman. It's a bunch of dog shit. Like, I mean, look at some of the guys that have won. Yeah, Josh Heupel really crushed it in the NFL. He was a solid quarterback.
Right,
Or
right.
did he play for Oklahoma and they whooped everyone's ass every game?
Sure, sure.
That's what it is. And like, yeah, I feel like some of the voters don't really, I don't know. I don't really understand. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think
Yeah,
the best player wins almost
yeah,
never.
yeah. It's too many quarterbacks for
Yeah, it's
sure.
too many quarterbacks.
But let's look at the top two for this year's Heisman. Put them in whatever order you want, but let's look at Ashton Genty first, the Boise State Bronco running back. Brad, I don't know if you know this. He's got 2,288 rushing yards. That leads the nation, obviously, by 628 yards. He's got 628 more
hmm
rushing yards than number two. Those
Yeah.
2,288 rushing yards is the fifth most ever in a single season. The fifth most ever. His
hmm
28 rushing touchdowns leads the nation by three. 7.3 rushing yards per carry. 190.7 rushing yards per game. And damn it, he's 341 rushing yards away from passing Barry Sanders' all time single season rushing record set in 1988. He wins this Mountain West Conference championship. He goes into the playoff. He should do it, Brad. What's your thoughts on Ashton Genty in this possible record breaking season?
It's wonderful. He's great. Great college running back. Great. If it was any other year, I'm giving it to him.
No doubt.
But
No doubt.
the other guy in the argument is the best at two positions.
Yep.
So, like, this has never happened before. Barry Sanders has gotten close to whatever Genty's going to get,
Mhm.
but no one's ever done Desmond Howard wasn't good on this side of the both sides of the ball. Deion Sanders wasn't that good on both sides of the ball. We all
Right.
know who I'm talking about, obviously.
I'll throw Charles Woodson in the mix, won the
Charles
Heisman
Woodson,
at
yeah,
MSU.
still not as good as him on both sides of the ball.
And the other guy that we're talking about here, of course, is Colorado Buffalo Travis Hunter. Let's look at the numbers here. 92 receptions, led the Big 12 and was fifth in the nation. 1,152 receiving yards, was fifth in the nation. 14 receiving touchdowns, that led the Big 12 and was second in the nation. He had 7 100-yard receiving games. Like you said, he plays the other side of the ball, Brad. He had a 90.9 coverage grade, that was third amongst cornerbacks, and a 90.3 defensive grade, also third amongst cornerbacks. He allowed one touchdown on the season and snagged 4 picks. So he's a top two, top three receiver. He's a top
Mhm.
two, top three cornerback. Is there any way that the Heisman isn't coming out here to Boulder, Colorado, Brad?
Well, I mean, I just went on a rant on how the Heisman voters are stupid. So yeah,
Sure.
there's a chance.
There's a
But
chance.
I mean, I feel like any football fan that has seen this player play,
Mm-hmm.
even if you hate Colorado, which many of my friends
A
do,
lot of
yeah,
haters.
Big 12 guy,
Sure.
but we all agree this is the best player I've ever seen play college football.
Woo.
Period.
Woo. I like it.
I
I
mean,
like
it
it.
is. No one's ever done this. The amount of snaps per game. I would like to, I haven't looked that up or if they even have it.
Mm.
Snaps per game. He's got a,
Yeah, yeah, they got that. They got that.
yeah,
It's outrageous. It's
yeah.
outrageous.
Exactly. It's got to be, I mean, he's doing like 120 some a game. That's stupid. And
Yeah,
then just special teams and return stuff too. It's like,
got
this
to be
guy's unreal.
exhausting. Got to be
Yeah.
exhausting. And the
hmm
fact that he's which side of the ball he's is he better on? We don't even know. That's a debate which side he's better
hmm
at.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'll tell you which side he's going to play. Offense because they make
Yeah.
$10 million more
Oh
a
yeah.
year at
No doubt.
least than
Yeah.
corners. I mean,
Yeah.
like
I
that's
I
an
will
easy answer.
I know my Tennessee Titans need a quarterback, but I would not be mad if we saw Travis Hunter in a Titans jersey next year. I would
I
love
don't
that.
blame you.
I think the Heisman is coming out here to Boulder. Travis Hunter is a
Yeah.
special, electrifying player. It's too bad, like you said, Ashton Genty. Any other season,
Yeah.
man, he's the Heisman. I
And
think
I'd
he
love to see a smaller school team like guy get it, but
sure,
this is not real. He's a
right,
video game
right.
hunter. So it's like you have to, otherwise you're being biased, I think, at this point.
Lastly, here does Ashton Genty break the all-time rushing record in a single season?
I hope so. I really do. Um, but so how short was he?
341 rushing yards away. He's got this Mountain West Conference championship. He wins that. He's in the playoff. Then who knows?
Mhm. Well, we'll get into the matchup on that, I'm assuming later, but
Of course,
he didn't have the best game he's had against UNLV last time.
true.
So
It's true.